the truth.
I'm Jim Price with Jim Price Show Daily Update. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Well, the government told me today is January 16th. It's a Friday, 2026. Well, guys, thank you so much for being part of the show. And as Fridays go, we're going to sit here in this sweater. If you guys don't know what movie this references to, you might take a little bit, but it actually has a guy with one of these going on here and the long hair and this sweater. So if you guys get a chance, think about it for a minute. There's a distinctive drink that goes along with it as well. Edward, good to see you. Thank you so much for being here, sir. Thank you for being the moderator on the Jim Price Show. Appreciate it, buddy. Now, today's, I said, who has the bomb is what I named today's episode. And I really began to wonder, we've got a lot of people running around talking about, oh, I got the Hiroshima, or I got the Nagasaki, or I've got the this or that. But I wonder, guys, do we really even have the things that we say? I mean, I've seen the evidences of bombs. I get that. Stephanie Morrow, good to see you. But at the same time, Jeanette, good to see you. I just wonder if we actually do have everything it is that we say that we actually have, or we have the ability to do. So anyway, continuing on, a lot of different things coming out of Minnesota as well as other places across the country. Now, I think this fraud of things is coming out only because this is necessary. And guys, I want to say that, yeah, we all wanted the gallows on the day one walking out, just string them up But I had a gentleman that I've been coffee with. Again, he was a social worker or a psychologist, whatever you call it. So you could kind of tell which way he was going to lean. But he used to tell me how hot he thought Hillary Clinton was, like sexy hot. Like if I had a chance, brown chicken, brown cow, let's get it on. Like that. This guy was dead serious about it. He wasn't joking. I mean, I was like, okay, bro. Now, this would have been back in 2016 when she was running for president, so obviously she's aged a little bit between now and then, but good grief. Now, he's not here with me anymore, so I don't know if that's talking ill of the dead or not, but anyway, I just thought that was kind of a funny anecdote there, that there are people out there that thought she was doable. So, let's see. Kathy says, hope you're feeling better. Well, I am feeling better. Kelly Wolf is here as well. I'm having some different, and guys, by the way, I don't know what other, I've broke my fingers, I broke my nose, I've broke different things in my body before, but I don't know. This whole multitude of rib thing is really a whole different world for me. So the difference of different pains each day, different kinds of pain, how that one area will hurt one day, and then the next day it's like completely a different set of pains and a completely different set of different area. So anyway, just kind of learning that whole navigation of things here. But if you guys are interested, if you guys actually kind of think about this sweater at all and this look that I have going on here, you guys know that there is absolutely this is a look here. This is a image. So I don't know if you guys think about it, there is an actual character, a movie character that had this exact sweater. Anyway. So going on with the days. Guys, I wonder if we really have the nuclear weapons, so to speak, we have. Because, by the way, we've dropped thousands of nuclear weapons on this earth already in different tests and things of that nature. So I wonder if we're really if we go and drop so many different bombs on the earth, I heard that we'll just kill everything off and nothing will exist anymore. But we've got thousands of bombs that we've already let off on Earth. What are you talking about? Like, what is the difference between what we've already let off and what we have in storage? I don't know. There's some words out there. So, sweater makes me want to have a fireside chat, says Kelly. Well, absolutely. And that's what we want to do. We do want to have that fireside chat. We want to be able to slow the conversation down. The Charlie Kirk assassination trial with Tyler Robinson, they had a hearing today, or they were having a hearing when I was upstairs. I was watching a little bit of it, but the gentleman that is being accused of shooting Charlie Kirk with a .30-06 from through 300 yards. Anyway, they're saying that because one of the prosecutor's children was in the crowd, that would disqualify them from being able to be a prosecutor of the case. And so, I don't know. I get it to a certain point. Excuse me. But I don't think that that's actually going to be something that's, I don't know. I mean, seriously, if they wanted to, hey, okay, disqualify them. Move on. I don't know if that's something you really want to hang up on and all the other things that are at stake, but what do we know, right? Jeremy Phillips, good to see you, man. Thank you so much for being here. So, and as we go down through the different things, there's a lot of stuff going in Iran, and supposedly Iran is now being, okay, so we got the opposition leader from Mexico, or in Venezuela, has come up to America and has met with the president in the White House. Now that opposition leader to Maduro is actually talking to the lady who was just sworn in as president under Maduro, who was illegitimately didn't leave. He did what they said Trump was going to do, is not leave office. They said, "Oh, Trump will never leave. He's a dictator." Yeah. But anyway, so Maduro's successor, the female who was vice president's now president, she's in talks with the opposition leader, who is another woman who has, I guess, turned her Nobel Peace Prize over to Trump. She actually framed it and gave it to Trump. But the idea is, guys, that we know Trump's going to get the Nobel Peace Prize this next year. He was not actually able to qualify because of the cutoff date for nominations for this last year. He did not become president until after that date was already cut off. So anyway, just something to think about there. And submissions and things like that, that's a whole thing. But there's a lot of stuff that is going on. This whole thing with Cuba and Russia and China and all these different things. My long, short play of this, I'm thinking that Russia's going to look like they're going to back off on some things, and China's going to back off some things. So it kind of gives us a little bit of the victory that, we backed them off. But they're all in on this whole thing the whole way. It's just going to happen. By the way, we've already sold some of the confiscated oil that Venezuela was trying to black market across the globe. And so that ship has already sailed, and we're already beginning to do the right thing by those people. So hopefully continue to do that and get better with that over there. And so we'll see how it goes in the coming days. But there's a lot of people out there doing stupid things in our government right now. Susan Bly, good to see you. So if I decide to cut today's episode a little short because of pain or what have you, just understand that it's if I get my back gets to going, these ribs get to rocking and rolling with too much cramping and stuff, I'll have to bow out. I just won't be able to do it. So I've had a few bouts of cramping today that's been fairly significant, and so right now I'm sitting at about a 7 or 8 on the pain scale, just trying to sit through this, and we'll work it out. But just so I know, if all of a sudden I go, all right, guys, hey, it's good to see you. Thanks so much. I got to go. Just know that it was time. So, by the way, the housing market concerns 367 homes hit foreclosure in 2025. Insiders claim that this is a normalization after years of artificial low foreclosure rates. Well, part of that too, though, guys, is we're going to see a lot of these foreclosures coming because a lot of these illegal aliens had gotten themselves into mortgages, had gotten them in with fraudulent documentation, and then all of a sudden the houses are empty. I mean, we're deporting these people by the tens of thousands, guys. This is happening. I mean, we're almost up to 2 million self-deportations. So let's say, half of those people had a home of their own. That's still almost a million apartments, a million duplexes, a million houses, or whatever, different types of dwellings. You guys think of that's a lot of houses all of a sudden going up. But then, the ones that were using illegal names, using illegal thises and that's, that did get deported because they were using fraudulent names or because they were a bad person, now those places are going to go up as well. So I have a guy I watch every now and again, and he actually talks about the foreclosures in Dallas, and he'll show the videos going in these houses, and it's like they're still it looks just like this, as if everything was just still sitting here. I was getting ready to do an episode, and there's coffee cup, and everything is right there, and then all of a sudden the person's just gone. But it has to do with the fact that they are leaving. They're trying to get out of town. And some of the facts that we have coming out of DHS and other places like that, including Secret Service details, we're finding that there are a lot of insiders that are giving away really classified information about what we're doing and how we're doing it. And I don't know. I just kind of took things as if, hey, you want me to keep your secret, you want me to do that secret thing or whatever, then I'm going to be the honorable person and keep the secret. Now, whether the secret makes you a bad person or a good person, whatever, that's up to you. And if I swore an oath or I said, hey, I'm not going to tell on how your little buildings are built or how your little processes are or who did this or who did that, well, that's just what you do. But I am so surprised at how many little push arounds we have that these people can just all give in to any old thing and just kind of give up their own honor, like not keeping their own oath, not keeping those secrets secret. And that's kind of a crazy part to me. I just never understood that about people. They're willing to just go out there and blab mouths about things. Now, if there are things that are being damaged, people are being hurt by this information or not, not getting the information out, that's different. That's not what I'm talking about here. But there's some people out there that are putting law enforcement, other people in harm's way to say that they'll announce where the raids are going to happen or where Trump is or where Vance is, those kind of things. It's not good. Minneapolis Fire Department report reveals new details about the ICE-involved shooting. A Minneapolis Fire Department report reveals new details about Renee. By the way, you can't call her Renee Good because she wasn't actually married to the lady named Good. So that's actually another. We gotta quit using this. We gotta quit using these in the wrong way. Renee, 37, was fatally shot when she used her vehicle as a weapon against ICE agents descended on a neighborhood in Minneapolis last week. Initial reports claimed that Renee was shot 3 times. However, the fire incident report reveals she was shot 4 times. Wow. Renee suffered 2 gunshot wounds to the chest, one to her forearm and the other to the left side of her head. And so I didn't know that. I didn't realize there was that many shots. I thought it was like a single shot kind of deal. So anyway, producing tissue. So yeah, so she got hit twice in the chest, 1 in the arm, and 1 in the head. Paramedics found Renee unresponsive inside of her car at 9:42 a.m. with blood on her face and torso, according to the report. She was not breathing, and her pulse was described as irregular and non-consistent. Emergency responders moved Good from her vehicle to a snowbank and then onto a sidewalk to create a separation from the escalation scene. So again, it's just going on into the thing, but it did talk about how I thought it was a single shot, which again I thought that was pretty amazing. But they were able to get 4 shots off. Well, wow, that's quite an array there. I just don't understand that sometimes how we're. Appreciate that. Nikki, good to see you. Thank you so much for that. Says, howdy, boys. Looking good, Mr. Price. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Doing what we can here. So, again, there's a lot of stuff going on in the Middle East. A lot of things are going on here at home. And the bad part of it is, guys, or sad part of it is I'm watching my legislators go over and handing out more billions and billions and billions of dollars and millions of dollars across this globe. Yet we can't get the Epstein stuff released right. We can't get all the JFK stuff released right. We can't get all the, I mean, it's just over and over and over again. So even the January 6th stuff is not even all released. So this is another thing, guys. When we talk about the transparency or things that we're looking for, this is it. That's what we're wanting. That's where things seem to fail us, and we see an FBI, NSA, CIA, National Intelligence Administration, the NIA or whatever it is, and NIH. No, that's the National Institute of Health. I hate all these acronyms. Golly, guys, it's just so ridiculous. Anyway, so until they start getting more transparent about what they're doing and quit trying to do the little, the side shuffle, the side step. Oh, I was going to do good, just kind of like old Dan Bongino trying to get all mad now. Well, I tried so hard. I was doing everything I could just a bit, it was everything. I'm like, Dan, come on, buddy. And it just makes it worse. Things were bad, and then he just made it worse by his little response going, hey, dude, I got in there. That shit is scary. I don't even know where to begin. I don't know where to start. There's things I can't talk about. There's things I've seen I can't describe. Just, hey, figure it out yourself, because whatever it is you think I can tell you, it's a billion times worse than that. I mean, say it. Don't be too mysterious about it, but get it out as hard as you can. Say as much as you can. Get to the point where they're coming down after you. They're doing lawsuits. They're picking you up, right? The men in black show up in their little black suits, right? See, that's the part where we always kind of forget that we can just go ahead and stand up and we don't have to take it anymore. We're not going to take it. No, we're not going to take it. I mean, seriously, guys. Whenever you guys are ready to just not do this, like not play this game, sign me up. Like, I'm signed up. I'm just waiting on some other people to sign up too. I'm trying to find things that are just things that we can, let's like this. I have talked to several people this week, and I say several, not countless people this week, talking about how that we can, or we should be slowing life down, that all this stuff out here is what's killing us. And the things that, the fire and the friend analogy that I use consistently is really what we're all should be aspiring to. The one thing that cures us in ways that we can't even begin to understand is sitting side by side, shoulder by shoulder, and talking to a fire, staring at the fire as you talk. They've talked about the primal, the chemical, the hormonal, the psychological reset of it, the cell reset, the cell regeneration, the healing all these things happen while you're sitting shoulder to shoulder with somebody staring at a fire and just watching it burn and just talking to them while it's burning. There's a big therapy process to that. It really is. Now, I will tell you, if you're a counselor, you're whoever you go to, and you spend $100, $200, $300 a week, and on an hour's worth of therapy, if they're not sitting there staring at a fire with you and sitting shoulder to shoulder while they're talking, maybe they're not your friend. Maybe they're just there to get $300 out of you. See, that's where it all begins, guys. That's where we simplify. We get it down to the simplest stuff, the least common denominator of stuff. And that's how we win. That's where we get this from. Here we go. Oh, and guys, if you guys need another clue about this sweater, there is a bowling pin zipper tag on this. So if that kind of gives you another indication of what this movie might be that this sweater is referencing. So, sorry about that. All right, left's mayor. Oh, what is this? Yeah, I don't. There's a lot of stuff coming out that is really happening about all this child trafficking stuff and things of that nature. It's 20-year police veteran says Renee shooting was justified, blames media and sanctuary policies. Well, that's true. Beyond parity, Minneapolis City Council invites staff to healing circle with therapy goats. A city leader blames ICE for chaos. Oh, shit. Come on, Minneapolis. Like, don't do stuff like this when we're all watching. Like, just don't do it. Outraged and unhinged, Nobel Committee lectures Maria Corina Machado after she shares her Peace Prize with President Trump. Well, you can do what you want. Let's see here. These people are scared and are going to scorch the earth to stay in power and remove our president because they think they are trying to keep it covered up as their this is right, Susan Bly. You are absolutely correct on this. They would rather rule over a pile of ashes than to ever let you win. The little bit of power, the little bit of money that they think they control, little things that they think they have in their grasp, they don't realize it's really absolutely almost nothing. And the big grand scheme of things, they think they're the ones at the helm, they're the ones at the boat, they're the ones with the big wheel in their hand, they're the big captain of the ship, and they're really not. And so many of them are being so used in their own little way that they think they're I'm doing this, and in reality, it's someone else pulling their strings, and they think they're the ones making the decisions. And it's not. It's not them at all. There's a lot of people that came and got involved in my case, things that the people did to me during my stuff that I had to deal with at the state and everything else. And the sad part of it is the things I saw them do for what they thought they were going to get, what they did to sell themselves their soul, to sell themselves out to be a part of the Cool Kids Club, and the amount of whatever they thought they were going to get back was so little. But then most of them never even got that. They never got their comeuppance. They never got their little pat in the backs. And think about that, going out of your way to do felony type level stuff and coercion and RICO stuff, and then to turn around that the people that you did all that for acted like you didn't even do it at all, when you were out there trying to do your best. And that happens within that whole circle, is they eat on each other all the time. But they can't go telling on themselves by telling on the other person. See, if I tell on the other person, then I'm telling on myself. And so they're in their own little death trap. They can't get away from it, right? And so that's the difference right there, guys. That's what happens when you can't be honest and authentic. You can't be yourself. And that's where you get in trouble there. Well, I don't want to say I told you guys I was going to get out of here earlier, but I am having a bit of a back cramp that just doesn't seem to want to go away, and I think it's going to affect the cadence and the tenor of the rest of the show, so I don't want to go beating on it too hard today. So, guys, I do appreciate everything you guys do out there. Remember that you guys ought to be or should be or could be donating to the show at least 20, 30, 50, $100 a month. $100 a month, guys. If you guys all got involved and started doing $100 a month, it would be such a game changer here for the Jim Price Show. I think there'd be so much more I could be doing and getting my word out there further. Now, like I said in the past, there are some things coming up. I do have some radio deals that are getting ready to come together. So I'll be going out on radio some more, even more than I am now. And then hopefully we'll be picking up some more radio, or not radio, but TV stations. I do see a lot of this stuff coming right around the corner for that kind of stuff. So anyway, just think about it. Think about what's going on in the world around you. Think about what you guys need to do. And again, sorry, I got to get out of here. So it's good to see you, Susan Bly. Love you, Jim. She says, love you too, Susie. And guys, yeah, I hope you feel better. Jeanette says, hope you feel better. Well, me too. There's just been a little bit of this pain stuff it does wear on me. I tried to get a few things done today, and I just could not get the extra done. I actually had to go to the doctor's office today because I was completely out of pain meds. I had stressed it out as far as I possibly could on the pain meds, and I just could not go without. And the sad part of it is that there's other therapies and things that do to manage pain, but we don't allow them here in America because, well, they would be cheap and easy. Instead, they want me to be on all this other stuff that's actually really hard on your liver and really expensive as well. All right, good to see you. I could tell you're in pain. Yeah, go soak in some Epsom salt, baking soda. Oh, yeah, peroxide. Oh, absolutely, Sarah. I'm going to do that for sure. Guys, thank you so much for everything you guys are doing out there. It's been great seeing you. Remember, the 10% we do for our neighbor, community, city, county, state, the federal government, the more you do for them, the less they do for you. Learn how to be selfless and not so damn selfish. The world will be a far, far better place. Remember, hold the line, hold fast. Do not give up. Do not give in. We'll win. I promise I can't keep, guys. There's always been that answer out there. Remember that Constitution, that limits the government, but never, ever limits you. Hey, Kathleen Buck, good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Raymond, also, hey, good to see you. Guys, I'm sorry about it. I got a call today a little bit short. My back is just, the ribs and stuff are just not happy this morning. I woke up with this bit of a twinge this morning for some reason. I don't know if I slept on it wrong or however it is, but I have to basically sleep straight on my back at night. If not, that curve or a little bit of pressure on the ribs, man, it just really hurts so bad. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for everything you guys are doing out there. If you guys have any questions or comments for me, take care, she says, Stephanie. I will. Hey, reach out to me, guys, anytime you want. I am here for you, and let's make this world a better place. Get more authentically closer to yourself. When the more authentically you become, the closer to your God you become, and that's where you actually find the authenticity, which creates liberty, and then a freedom of the body. Liberty is created in the mind and freedom of the body. All right, guys. That's about it for me. I'm going to get out of here early. Thank you so much for being patient with me. But I'm Jim Price, the Jim Price Show Daily Update. You guys all be good to each other out there, and I will see you guys on Monday.